Salman Bashir, former Foreign Secretary of Pakistan, spoke at the WION Global Summit on how the SARC nations need to reinvent itself politically to solve regional and bilateral problems. And he also stressed on the need for a South Asian vision that could shape the future of the nations in the Indian subcontinent.
I think we have the proclivity now to fall victim to geopolitics. The American position, globally speaking, and more specifically in our part of the world, as they say, the concept of the Indo-Pacific, but as applied to South Asia and Afghanistan, I think it is from the geopolitical prism, that is the China factor, that the US is viewing this region. They have not been sensitive to the differences or the possibilities and the opportunities within that region. I think the states of South Asia, who were all members of SARC, they have lost their own ability and the capacity to put together such a vision for the future. I think that's where one should be focused on, at least at the leadership level, to see what we really want.
Bashir, known for his soft diplomacy, also called both nations to participate effectively with each other on trade, tourism and a host of bilateral issues. He also highlighted the need to maintain the ceasefire agreement that was signed between both the nations in 2003.
I can say with a lot of confidence that we have always been very keen to have good neighborly relations with India. Now, the question basically is, how do you start in the present situation? And I think what is glaringly absent at this point in time, at least that is how we see it from Islamabad's perspective, is the political will in Delhi. Because somehow the Pakistan factor has been very much a part of domestic politics. We have seen that run up to the re-election of the present government, and it is being sort of perpetuated, as Reham said, internally in terms of the actions that the BJP government has taken. It has certain popular appeal, courtesy of the media. So I think it is time for the countries of South Asia, and especially India, now to, break this pattern. You cannot be a great power, leading power in the world, if you have running problems with your smaller neighbors. So it is time, I think, to sort of, take a break and see what can be done.
On the third edition of WION Global Summit, we navigated global imperatives and India's role within.
It's about hypocrisy of the nations that are raising questions over the internal matters of our country. Jammu and Kashmir is our own internal affair. We know how to handle it.
India, in the present moment, defines neighborhood welfare as one of the prime objectives of foreign policy.
Its nationalism is not the nationalism of the European past. It's not the nationalism that other countries in the world have espoused. It is a nationalism that is deeply rooted to its culture, which is of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family.
Indian passport has got a new sheen on it. When you show the Indian passport, everybody says that is the country. We are a role model today in the developing world, and in many ways in the developed world also they are learning from us.
WION Global Summit,